I hope you're doing excellent. So first of all, let me just introduce myself and give a brief overview of who I am, what I do, and so that we can just connect with each other and you have more idea about what I do. So I am a pass out of 2021 engineering branch at DY Patil Akodi in technology, and after that I have worked at a DevOps consultancy startup wherein I was responsible for working with various directors and CXOs levels to translate business requirements into technical requirements. So I was basically head of infrastructure and DevOps and anything that is not development. And after that, I have been working at AWS as cloud support engineer, and my responsibilities include consulting clients on best practices on AWS and how to better use AWS. Before we proceed further, I just want to understand. I just want to lay some basic ground rules. First one would be language. Are you all comfortable with English, or do you want me to switch to Marathi or Hindi? English is fine. Great, perfect. Number two is, yeah, you can feel free to interrupt me at any time if you have any questions. And this is not going to be some how-to guide. I want to actually explain you what actually happens in an industry, what are companies actually doing when they are posting a job requirement, all the processes that you don't get to see, and how do you understand companies and how do you apply to jobs would be the first part. And the second part I would be covering is the technical aspects of companies. So we will be reviewing a two-tier architecture wherein we will see that how actually applications are deployed in an actual company, and how is the basically infrastructure look like, and we will see how we can even scale and why we are exactly scaling the application, what is the need, right? So sure. So we'll just start with the presentations. So the presentation would be mostly, I've just prepared some points that I just wanted to explain to you guys, and I will just be going through those points. Okay, cool. First of all, you would be working at a company, right? So the first mindset shift that I want you to understand is at this moment that you are only thinking about yourself. Like, you want a job, you want to get a high package, you just want to somehow crack into the industry. You have to also understand that why exactly you are working, what will be your function inside that company. So you'll first understand what is the purpose of a company. So basically companies, there are obviously multiple reasons, but I have only included points that are relevant to this presentation or this session. So companies basically exist to solve problems, and number two, generate profit. So every business that you will be joining, or every company will be doing, but there are some companies who actually value technical maturity from a candidate. They would definitely be looking at what projects you did, and the projects, I believe, they should be focused on combining multiple technologies. For example, how do you deploy a web server, how do you configure a CI/CD, how do you set up monitoring, how do you set up security. So you should be I would suggest read about AWS well architected. There are 6 pillars, you should be understanding this, and you should be designing a project at least in terms of one of those projects. So yeah, I think you should take note, AWS well architected. Please Google it and please understand it.
So we have to use multiple tools or services in our...
Yes. And also, as I mentioned, you have to also explain the use case of that project. What exactly does this solve? What problem is this solving project? अगर आप CI/CD कर रहे हो तो आप CI/CD अगर नहीं होती तो फिर क्या होता? Yeah. So
Sir, can you explain how students can explain their projects? Because whenever they want to explain their projects, they need to start explaining the stage what they have done in that project. So basically, in short, can you explain how they can explain their projects in interview?
Sure. So if you have if you have done projects and the interviewer asks you to describe about your project, you first describe your project, what exactly it does. You explain what exactly the use case of that project is. You explain what technologies that you have used in that project. Then you actually start explaining about implementation. You explain that why you have choose that particular technology to achieve this particular goal, like as I mentioned. why you have used that technology to use that, achieve that goal. And you can also explain them about what are the technical challenges that you have faced while asking the project. Usually you would just explain these things, and then you in a real interview you would just wait for an interview to ask follow-up questions, because once you explain these things, most of the follow-up questions would be from interviews, because mostly it's also about time bound, so they would also ask you about explain me this concept in detail. So this is how it would usually go. But yeah, this is something that you need to explain.
What's your opinion about freelancing and how can you start your career as a freelancer?
I don't have any experience with freelancing, man. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's worth it, man. If you just putting in more time, I would just suggest that get a job in a very good company and then just chill in life. यार कितना काम करोगे? If you want to make a career out of freelancing, I'm sorry, I'm not the right person to answer that.
Freelancing period can you consider as an experience period or not?
Yes, you can include that as an experience. I don't think academics value much. You mostly need, they just need that you don't have a backlog, you have a degree. I guess that's all they would probably see in academics, but they would test on your skills mostly. They would probably also not look at your projects, but if you are able to justify your skills, I think the skills would be number one. After that would be number two is your projects. Number three would be certification, and number four would be education. Skills outperform everything, I believe. एक्चुअल कंपनी में एक कस्टमर्स जब क्लाइंट्स या फिर जो यूजर्स होते हैं वो कैसे इंटरेक्ट करते हैं कंपनी के डिप्लॉयड वेब एप्लीकेशन से, और आप उसको स्केल कैसे करोगे. तो मैंने एग्जांपल आज लिया है एक वर्डप्रेस एप्लीकेशन का. वर्डप्रेस इज बेस्ड ऑन PHP. सो वर्डप्रेस इज अ वेरी पॉपुलर वेब फ्रेमवर्क टू बिल्ड वेबसाइट्स. उसके बहुत सारे यूज केसेस है. कंपनीज यूज इट फॉर ई-कॉमर्स वेब स्टोर. दे आल्सो यूज इट फॉर पर्सनल पोर्टफोलियोज. किसी ने देखा सुना वर्डप्रेस? ठीक है. और किसी ने AWS, I believe everyone has a general idea about AWS, what infrastructure looks like, right? Cool. तो आज हम पढ़ेंगे कि एक एप्लीकेशन लेंगे और उसको स्केल कैसे करते हैं वो हम देखेंगे AWS के टर्म्स में, राइट? सो ये हमारा EC2 है. लेट्स से ये हमारा EC2 है. हमने इसका ये पब्लिक सबनेट में डिप्लॉयड है. दिस हैज अ पब्लिक IP. So the way that you install is you would install Nginx web server, you install PHP FPM, you install database on this, और इसके बाद यूजर्स इसको एक्सेस करेंगे. अब वेब सर्वर्स क्यों यूज होते हैं? Why do we need web servers? रिक्वेस्ट. ओके, राइट. जब यूजर रिक्वेस्ट करेगा उसके ब्राउजर से तो वो HTTP प्रोटोकॉल से यूज करेगा, HTTP या फिर HTTPS. रिक्वेस्ट आएगी यहाँ पे. यहाँ पे इस रिक्वेस्ट को कौन हैंडल करेगा? Nginx हैंडल करेगा. अब बात ऐसी है कि अब हमने जाना है कि वर्डप्रेस तो यार PHP की एप्लीकेशन है. सो अब दिक्कत ये जाती है कि Nginx कैन सर्व स्टैटिक फाइल्स, राइट? इट कैन सर्व HTML एंड CSS डायरेक्टली टू यूजर्स. बट फिर वो PHP कैसे पढ़ेगा? It doesn't understand how to execute PHP code. Nginx PHP एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए नहीं बना है. Nginx तो बस वेब सर्वर रिक्वेस्ट करने के लिए भेजा है. तो इसके लिए हम एक मिडलवेयर यूज करते हैं which is PHP FPM. तो ये क्या करेगा? PHP के कोड को एग्जीक्यूट करेगा और उसको रिस्पॉन्स देगा Nginx को, एंड Nginx would then serve the request to user. और PHP FPM आपका जो एप्लीकेशन होगा वो डेटाबेस से भी कनेक्टेड होगा. लेट्स से दिस इज अ MySQL server deployed on the same EC2 instance, right? अब दिस इज हाउ द रिक्वेस्ट ट्रैफिक इज फ्लोइंग. अब ये तो हो गया आपका टेस्टिंग एनवायरनमेंट, राइट? ये तो अब इसका कोई यूज नहीं होगा प्रोडक्शन में. अब क्या होगा? इसको हम लोग स्केल करेंगे. अब एक्चुअल में अब ऐसा होगा कि जब आप एप्लीकेशंस डिप्लॉय करने जाओगे प्रोडक्शंस पे, तो आपको यहाँ से डेटाबेस लेयर हटानी पड़ेगी और यू हैव टू प्लेस डेटाबेस आउटसाइड, राइट? अब ये क्यों करेंगे हम लोग? अंडरस्टैंड, हर एक चीज का क्यों कर रहे हैं ना. व्हाई इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड, राइट? क्या करना है वो आप समझ लोगे, क्यों करना है, एंड देन आपको अगर वो समझ में आया देन यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड आप कैसे करेंगे दैट, देन यू विल एग्जीक्यूट. बट व्हाई आर वी डूइंग दिस? यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. सो फॉर दैट द रीजन दैट वी सेपरेट डेटाबेसेस, अगर आपको आगे जाके इस इंस्टेंस में कोई स्केलिंग करनी है जो कि हम आगे देखेंगे, वो उसके लिए हेल्प करेंगे. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट इट्स अ सेपरेशन ऑफ कंसर्न्स, राइट? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आप एग्जीक्यूशन लेयर और डेटा लेयर को हमेशा आइसोलेटेड रखते हो कोई भी एप्लीकेशन में. तो यू डू नॉट स्टोर एवरीथिंग इन वन EC2 इंस्टेंस. देयर इज अ रिस्क ऑफ अगर ये इंस्टेंस चला जाता है तो मेरा कोड भी गया, डेटाबेस भी गया, एवरीथिंग इज डिलीटेड. सो यू हैव अ सेपरेट डेटाबेस सर्वर, राइट? अब अगेन लेट्स से चलो मान लेते हैं कि अब ये अपना एनवायरनमेंट हो गया. अब यूजर आ रहा है इस एप्लीकेशन पे, बट अब इस ये तो आईपी पे एक्सेस कर रहा है। अब हमें चाहते हैं कि अब ये आईपी में ना एक्सेस हो, मेरी कंपनी के पास तो एक कस्टम डोमेन है, राइट। सो ये होगा आपका डीएनएस सर्वर। अब ऐसा होगा कि यू वुड यूज डीएनएस टू मैप योर आईपी। तो यूजर क्या करेगा, अब द ट्रैफिक फ्लो वुड लुक समथिंग लाइक दिस। यूजर क्या करेगा, यूजर बस डालेगा लेट्स से amazon.com। amazon.com रिक्वेस्ट डायरेक्टली सर्वर पे नहीं जाएगा, इट वुड डायरेक्टली गो टू फर्स्ट डीएनएस। डीएनएस पहले आंसर करेगा कि इसका आईपी क्या है। अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग दैट जब कंप्यूटर्स बात करते हैं दे डू नॉट यूज डीएनएस, दे ऑलवेज यूज आईपी, राइट। तो डीएनएस नेम इज, जब भी डीएनएस होगा तो इट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि उसके नीचे एक आईपी है, राइट। कभी कंप्यूटर्स डीएनएस पे बात नहीं करते, डीएनएस इज जस्ट फॉर ह्यूमंस, राइट। आईपीस पे बात करेंगे तो कभी भी एक डीएनएस नेम दोगे आप किसी भी क्लाइंट को, किसी भी सर्वर को, उसका पहला काम ये होगा कि इस डीएनएस को रिजॉल्व करना है। तो अब जाएगा ये डीएनएस के पास, अब इसके पास आईपी मिली तो फिर वापस से ये आईपी इसको वापस से मिलेगी। अब फिर यूजर यहाँ पे रिक्वेस्ट सेंड करेगा, राइट। अब दिस इज गुड। अब ये डेवलपमेंट एनवायरनमेंट बन गया, डीएनएस आ गया इसमें। अब दिक्कत ये है कि अब मेरे यूजर्स बहुत बढ़ गए, मेरी एप्लीकेशन पॉपुलर हो गई।
Good afternoon to all of you. I would like to express my gratitude towards our sir, our distinguished guest, Mr. Siddharth Bharate sir, for sharing his knowledge. Sir, as the sir has shared his knowledge, he expressed his experience, and as he has given the knowledge of companies, why companies exist, and he has explained from the very basic things, just like what companies do and why the companies requires employees, and the experience, real life experience he shared. So the words of the sir really inspired us and enriched all of us, and especially to our students. And at the end, I will thank you, sir, for taking the time